All right, we are back. Let me get the camera on so you know this isn't a recording. Yes, it is live. Currently 11:20 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I don't know when you guys celebrate your or actually have your Thanksgiving dinner, but a lot of times families have it early afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Typically up here in Canada, again, it's all over the place, but we kind of have a Thanksgiving weekend where Thanksgiving is officially on the Monday, but a lot of families will have it on the Saturday right before. So they'll have a Thanksgiving Saturday because it's kind of easier to get people together, or Thanksgiving Sunday. Yeah, we're so special up here in Canada. We have three kind of days that we can option out our Thanksgiving dinner. So it could be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You guys typically have it today if you're in America. And then you got lots of shopping to do. So that is going to be kind of the topic of today. Throughout the conversation, what would you like this Black Friday? Do you go Black Friday shopping? What's been your best Black Friday gift that you've ever bought or received? Because I know in America, this is typically the busiest shopping weekend of the year. For us in Canada, it's Boxing Day, where the day after Christmas is Boxing Day, and we go out and we shop till we drop. Well, we used to. I remember I used to go and line up we had a place called Future Shop here, which was kind of like your guys' Circuit City, Best Buy, electronics store, the big electronics store in Canada. And I would get up at 5:30 in the morning and I would go and drive 30 minutes to Future Shop and stand outside and wait in the cold December 26th morning, and then go in and probably just buy a couple CDs because there was typically nothing else I really wanted. It was just getting caught up in that atmosphere of Boxing Day shopping. And it was crazy back in the 90s and early 2000s, before we had all this, online shopping and Amazon. We had to go to the physical stores to get those deals. So yeah, the consumerism is a slippery slope. We're starting to see not just Black Friday or Boxing Day, but now we're seeing Black Friday week and Boxing Day week, or hey, it's post Black Friday sales. So Black Friday kind of goes on forever. Boxing Day goes on forever. There's no rush anymore. I don't get up at 5:30 in the morning and drive to Best Buy. I'll wake up at 10 o'clock 3 days later and still get the same price online. So yeah, that is kind of how things have changed, in the span of 10 years with technology and online. Well, I did say we talk a little football, so let's get that out of the way. Yeah, I know there is other football in Europe, soccer, they call it football. In Canada, we just had our Grey Cup with the two best teams, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the Toronto Argonauts, who went head-to-head on Sunday, and the Toronto Argonauts won that game. And in Canada, our football is a little different. If you've never heard of the CFL, Canadian Football League, it has unique rules. We don't have 4 downs. What is this 4 down stuff? We have 3 downs. If you can't get 10 yards and 3 downs, you deserve to give the ball up. We have bigger balls, footballs, bigger footballs that we use in the game. None of this, deflation gate and small balls that don't have as much air in. We play in the cold, hard winter up here in Canada right up until the end of November. And we have a longer field. You guys have your kind of the midway mark at the 50-yard line. Ours is at the 55-yard line. So if you want to score a touchdown, from your own 1, you have to go 109 yards to get there. So we have different rules up here, but it's been one of our big sports. I would say after hockey, football is probably the biggest sport, Canadian football. But for those of you in the States, you've got a game going on right now. Buffalo taking on Detroit Lions. They're up 14-7 in the second quarter. And don't get me wrong, I love American football. I'll show you the team that I kind of follow and have followed for probably 25 years. There we go. Yes, the Green Bay Packers. And in fact, my home team here in Alberta, the Edmonton, they call them the Elks now. They used to be the Eskimos, but that name was a little bit too controversial. So they kept the EE and went Edmonton Elks, and they have the same colors as the Packers. So that was kind of one reason I followed them. Plus, I've always liked kind of that Packer mentality and Lombardi, and you go out in the cold weather and you have the rabid cheesehead fans. Yeah, that is unique to a football team like Green Bay. Also, like the Seattle Seahawks, they're also up there as one of my favorite teams. I love the coach Pete Carroll. Well, I don't love the coach, but I admire the coach Pete Carroll for he always seems to have a good relationship with his players, and they put a good team on the field for the last 15 years or so. I remember way back to Sean Alexander when the Steelers crushed my Canadian soul by beating the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. But then a few years later, Seattle would come back and they would win their own Super Bowl and get there or close to there. The other crushing moment, Patriots, Seahawks, about 10 years ago now, on the 1.5 yard line, and Russell Wilson, great quarterback, decides to throw the ball on second down, and the Patriots intercept it, and they go on to win the game. I'll never forget that play call. They had Skittles. I can't remember his name. Running back for Seattle. He used to call him Skittles. But huge. Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, they had Marshawn Lynch that they could have just pounded the ball in. I think it was second down, so they would have had 3 opportunities. There was a minute and a half left in the game. It would have sealed the game for them. And Russell Wilson decides to throw the ball. Do our colleges play CFL type football? Yes. We have university football up here. So another difference is in the States, you guys call them colleges. We call them universities. We have the U of A, U of BC, UVic, Concordia, Acadia. We have universities all over Canada that play similar rules to the CFL. Not exactly. They still have some college differences, just like you guys do. But yeah, it's not as big here. Like in the States, you go to a college game and there's 60, 80,000 people. It's not that here. A few thousand people go to the university games. It's very local. And yeah, we still like our alumni and we support our alumni, but it's nowhere near what you see in the United States. Yes, AC/DC. What great music back in the 80s. The 80s music has always been my favorite music. You can't convince me otherwise. It's 80s or, all different genres. The heavy metal, the rock and roll, the pop. Casey Kasem, America Top 40. I remember that so well. We've got a letter from John in Cincinnati. And John would like to send out this special request. Yeah, as I had my old little tape recorder going and I'd push record and play at the same time to try and catch some of the music off the radio. Because we had cassettes, we had records, even a few 8-tracks were still around. Yes, I'm dating myself, but it's the memories I have, the wonderful memories with the 80s music, the big hair. Yeah, those were good times in terms of music. So I do remember AC/DC very well. Well, what is the weather here on our, not Thanksgiving, but our regular Thursday, Many of us still have the work day. I don't have to, although this is kind of work, but it's fun work. I enjoy interacting with you guys. And we are a balmy 41 degrees Fahrenheit. For you Canadians out there, we're above zero in Edmonton here. So we are going to get some snow/rain tomorrow, snow Sunday, Monday, and then we're down to the double digits, the negatives, or Fahrenheit, the single digits. We're down to 9 degrees, 0 degrees next Thursday. 1 week from today, we're 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So these jerseys won't do. I'm going to have to put on the hockey jersey, maybe double up the layers, because it's going to get cold by next week. Well, let's just fantasize a little bit about where I could be, where we could be as we look around the world at some of the temperatures. Right now, the warmest temperature is in Kingston. Kingston on the islands, just above Central or just to the east of Central America, they are at 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. Or a little closer, you could go to Acapulco. Fly down there now and you'd be sitting at 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And a little closer to home, if you want to go to probably the warmest place in the U.S. right now, is Miami. And I know Cubs fan Steve is here, longtime follower, if you consider, 2 months a long-time follower. He is around Orlando, and in his state, they're at about 83 degrees. So, yeah, enjoy that weather as we get close to zero next week, Fahrenheit. What else do we got? We got Baton Rouge at 76, Tampa at 75, Los Angeles at 68. And then when we get to the other end of it, we've got Eureka. There used to be a TV show, a science fiction show called Eureka. And Eureka, you see here on the little pin, way up in the north on the Canadian islands. I think it's Canadian. Not sure. Eureka, they're at minus 35 degrees Fahrenheit with snow right now. So if I feel like I'm complaining at a 41 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm just glad I'm not in Eureka or Alert or Nunavut. Even Fairbanks, Alaska is at 12 degrees Fahrenheit. So I can't complain too much. There is your weather reports. We'll see how we go with time. We may get into a little bit of the Get in the Game franchise, where again, many of you have filled out a form along the way, a little Google form where you can name a player, you can pick the position you want your player to play, what is his ethnicity, what's his makeup, what position or which way does he bat and throw, and pick a uniform number, and then I get that player in the game. And when we play Get in the Game franchise, right now we're in 1923, you get to follow your player along. Is he a stud or is he a dud? Is he someone that's going to break records, or is he going to linger in the minors? And kind of a fun thing that we do on the channel once in a while. And we'll see if we have time today. Got a lot of other things planned, but if you want to get in the game, I'll leave the link in the chat. Let's do that right now, because I'm old. I'll forget. I'm Gen X. I know a lot of you that aren't Gen X, you laugh at us Gen Xers. And I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. Go ahead. I think the Gen X generation is a cool generation. I don't know all the generations. There's like baby boomers. There's Gen Y, I think, or Gen Z. We're running out of alphabet letters here. Yeah, really, Steve? Well, sometimes I act like it. So yeah, sometimes I feel like a little kid. So millennials, that's another tag. One day we'll have to go through all the tags of the different generations. But yes, I am Gen X for extra cool. Hey, we got a few of us in the building. So a few youngsters in the building here. Paradoxical and myself. I know Gorgo's baby boomer, and sounds like Steve is in the baby boomer generation too. Top Bunt, the affiliate program that OOTP has put together with Tops, where you can use the Top Bunt app and collect cards and get bonuses to come over to OOTP. So they got this partnership going, and at least the first series ended. I don't know if there'll be another one this year, but a lot of these cards are being used at the high levels of play, gold, diamond, perfect league. And it would cost about 5 million points to get Otani, the best card in the Top Bunt series. But even if you collect one of these, all you need is collect one of the 60 main ones, then you get a Top Bunt redemption code, which then allows you to go to the Top Bunt app and get free cards there. And very cool. I love that OOTP is doing cross-promotional with a bigger company. The other apps that I support, LiQWYD collecting app and Neon Mob collecting app, two sites that allow you to collect either original artwork or brand name. For example, LiQWYD has Disney, and they've got Bored Apes coming out. They've got cinema posters, movie posters. They've got everything from Magic the Gathering to Dungeons and Dragons to Hello Kitty to Rick and Morty. Over 200 brands. And I would love to see LiQWYD do more of that cross-promotional. You know what would be the perfect world? LiQWYD and OOTP. Now, just hear me out. It's Thanksgiving. You have to do that. I'm like your crazy old uncle at the dinner table. Hear me out here. Except I'm not wearing an undershirt with gravy slopped all over it. OOTP has all these cards. But after a couple years, they disappear because they go off their server. We fall in love. We become attached to these OOTP cards. LiQWYD is a digital collecting app with cards, stickers, figures from many different brands. LiQWYD is a small company. OOTP is a small company. Let's see a marriage. How cool would it be if the OOTP cards could be put on the LiQWYD app, and we could go over to LiQWYD and open up packs and collect these cards? We could get a 1 out of 10 Aaron Judge, or a 1 out of 1,000 Vlad Guerrero Jr. And then we could always keep those cards, because on LiQWYD, they're there forever as a digital collectible. Some are NFTs and some are mintable, but many of them are just digital collectibles. I think that would be cool. And then, the cross promotional, you could get some bonus perfect points or redemption or things like that on the LiQWYD app. So they help each other out, kind of thing. I think it would be very cool for two small companies to come together. LiQWYD, OOTP, merge, support each other. Well, that's my online gaming fantasy. Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad. But anyway, if you want to get on LiQWYD, easy, search it up in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. LiQWYD, you get a $5 credit just for downloading the app. And then if you use my promo code LAPTOP20, all one word, LAPTOP20, you get an additional $20 credit, and you can go and open packs. You know what they're doing? This is how LiQWYD has raised their game. Bear with me. You know what they're giving out? On Monday, it's already a competition going on. On Monday, they're giving out an original first edition. I forget the name of it. 80 Days Around the World book, hardcover. Original book that's over 130 years old by Jules Verne. A company called Pop Culture, which supports LiQWYD, is giving that away to one of its users in this collecting challenge. How cool is that? 130 plus year old original book. And you know what else they're giving away? An authentic Rolex watch. This small company and pop culture is giving up an authentic Bored Ape Rolex watch. And again, you have to collect things on the site and rank and get the lowest numbers and all that. But that's unheard of in a lot of collecting apps. So Rolex watch, Jules Verne, original hard copy book. And they showed it on the YouTube Quidcast. If you search Quidcast ! On YouTube, you'll find the live stream that went on last night where they had the company giving away the book, and he showed it. And it looked old, and he was even afraid to open up the book and turn the pages because he didn't want to ruin it. Very cool. So if you haven't checked out Quid, go and do that. Again, you can look on it on Google. You'll find it easy. They have a web version. They have an app version. And use promo code LAPTOP20 and get an instant $25 credit to help start your collecting. So again, I always like to promote because I promote OOTP with Quid as well. So companies come together, do something, because you've got fans in both. Yes, kids, go into the next room. The same company that's giving away the Rolex watch is giving away their brand of vodka. I think it's Bored Ape vodka. Of course, you got to be 21 years old. So hey, Cubs fan Steve, you can qualify for this. And again, it's just unique physical collectibles. All of you, I'm sure, if you play OOTP, you've collected something in your life, probably baseball cards. So yeah, make it happen. Go check it out. Teddy O, I'm watchless. I don't have the Rolex yet, but I'll tell you what. Just so you know, I'm not pulling your leg. If you search up Todd Goldman on Google and his artwork, he's got underwear animals, and he's got Goodbye Kitty, kind of a takeoff on Hello Kitty. I won 2, and I've got another one coming, 2 signed posters from Todd Goldman because I collected the cards on the app and ranked, in a certain position. So proof in the pudding. I'd love a Rolex. I'd love that book, but at least, I've got some proof that I have collected things and won things through the Quid app. So again, check it out. Check out the Quidcast. Type in Google, type in YouTube, Quidcast. You'll come across the episode from last night. Fantastic interview with Pop Culture, where they talk about some of their plans moving forward with Quid. All right. Yes. Happy Thanksgiving. Drops, silver packs, regular packs, and it is Thursday. That means later in today's stream, because I'm an affiliate, they have allowed me to give away 10,000 perfect points. So towards the end of the stream, we will do that. I know I have some recent winners in here. I don't see our Mr. Stens in here, but I know I saw Teddy in here earlier. So he was one of the winners, and Lil Chef was last week's winner. So stay tuned for that, courtesy of OOTP. 10,000 perfect points to get you some packs. All right, let's check out the OOTP Twitter. Because it's Thanksgiving, and a lot of you are probably, watching football and, probably not playing OOTP a lot. Well, because of that, the regular show that the one, the only Dishnet, you got to pop into my stream sometime. Quickly back to Fofi's question. Is it signed? No, it is not signed, but it has an estimated value of anywhere between $1,000 and $3,000 US. I guess it depends on the condition of the book and all that kind of stuff. And same with the Rolex. Rolex are not cheap. and it's something you don't want to wear around and flash in an unsafe area, if you catch my drift. Well, let's see. Some of you are talking about Vida. I use Vida, but he is, oh, I thought you said he's stuffing. Here I got Thanksgiving on my mind. He's suffering this year in Diamond. Yeah, we'll check in on my Diamond, or my Vida. I'm in Diamond as well. All right, what else does the team have to announce? They are on tomorrow. Again, double drops tomorrow night. Go catch DishNet, 9 p.m. Eastern. Get your packs. And the new cards are all players that played for one team. Yeah. Also, the sale is going on. Any of you that are from LiQWYD and watching this, hey, cross promotion, go buy the game. It's only $9.99 for the desktop version. What a deal. And if you are playing the game and you didn't realize they have points on sale, 30% off the perfect points, and a variety of different packs that you can get as well. So $9.99 for the best simulation baseball game on the planet, and we'll be doing some gameplay later. Next up, have you guys watched my Meet the Streamer episode where I got to interview two fantastic young OOTP affiliates? You might recognize them by their little icon here. If you haven't checked that out, it is now up on YouTube somewhere here in and amongst my LiQWYD and OOTP videos. There it is, Meet the Streamers, where we go and we talk about the game and how they got involved in the game. You might recognize her if you watch Yuka's streams, and Tetsuiji, a big Japanese baseball fan. I talk with him as well. So yeah, go check that out, guys. Leave a comment, share it out if you want. And again, us affiliates try to provide you guys a little bit of entertainment and free packs. And I know you're probably more so here for the entertainment, probably not. But hey, go support these two out, and hopefully I'll be able to do some more episodes with either other users or other streamers in the future. So Meet the Streamers up on my YouTube channel. Woo! Thanksgiving coffee choice today. We've got a blend of Colombian and pumpkin spice with some maple coffee flavoring and, of course, butterscotch syrup. Go Blue Jays. All right, let's get into one of my favorite segments, Connecting with Baseball Past. I always like to take a look at former baseball players, and because we use their cards and how they kind of connect to the past. Those of you that are subscribers, there's an ad break right now. So we're going to wait for that. It's only got about 10 seconds left. I always forget to check when Twitch throws in those ad breaks. Welcome back to those of you that are followers. You get ads. For those of you that are subscribers, and there are a few of you because one Kid Cutter gifted out 5 subscriptions a few weeks ago, you didn't get ads. So I was talking away about my YouTube video. I don't know if this was on during the ad break, but I'm going to quickly mention it again. Check out my YouTube channel where I did an episode where I interviewed Tetsuiji and Yuka, 2 of the other affiliate streamers, and we talked baseball, we talked collecting, we talked Red Sox, we talked Japanese Baseball League, and had a lot of fun in that interview. So if you haven't checked out that interview and you're looking for something to do on this Thanksgiving afternoon or evening tonight, go check that out on the YouTube channel, Simulation Gaming. It'll probably pop up during the stream somewhere by the Nightbot, and all your support is very welcome. But again, we are going to connect baseball OOTP with the past. Let's take a look at some of these cards that we use and their real life players. This day in baseball history. Steve, I don't know if you were around back in 1883. I don't know if you're part of that generation, but if you are, you look good for your age. Back in 1883, the American Association agreed to expand to 12 teams when they admitted the Brooklyn Athletics, Indianapolis Hoosiers, Toledo Blue Stockings, and Washington Nationals. As a Canadian, I don't recognize a lot of these names other than the Nationals, but that happened in November of 1883. In 1913, Joe Tinker. You guys know him, right? That's a card that a lot of us have used. Joe Tinker is out as the Reds manager, but is still their property as a player. On December 12th, he will be sold to the Brooklyn Robins for $25,000. $10,000 of which goes to him. Pitcher Earl Yingling and outfielder Herbie Morin are sent to Cincinnati as part of the deal. When Brooklyn owner Charles Ebbets Field, I would imagine, puts off signing Tinker, he jumps to the Federal League, signing to manage the Chicago Whales for $12,000. What a time back then where players and managers are bought and sold and traded. $10,000 for Joe Tinker back in 1913? That must have been a heck of a lot of money. 10 grand back then. So that happened November 24th, 1913. A little bit more modern. In 1973, this day in history, Bob Gibson. Any of you guys pulled the perfect Bob Gibson yet? What a card. He won the last of his 9 gold gloves, and Joe Morgan won the first of his 5 at second base. So what are we looking at? Almost 47 years ago, almost 50 years ago now in history. Also, you know this guy. You probably used him on your perfect team. Gold Diamond Perfect Cal Ripken Jr. of the Baltimore Orioles won the American League Rookie of the Year award on this day in 1982. Yes, one of the all-time best shortstops. And finally, in 2008, the Pittsburgh Pirates became the first major league team to sign a player from India, as they inked pitchers Rinku Singh and Dinesh Patel, who had not touched a baseball prior to this year, when they participated in a reality show from India, the $1 Million Arm Hunt. Oh wow, hockey news. We'll get to that in just a sec. So yes, 2 players from India won a game show, and their prize was to be signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we talk about Rolexes and old books. How about that for a prize? Come on, OOTP, work something out. Whoever wins Perfect League gets signed to a 1-day contract to a major league team. Make it happen, Sporer. Come on. I know you got connections. So yeah, a lot of things going on in baseball. Of course, the players that were born on this day, a lot of names I don't recognize. Bob Friend, I know is in perfect team. Who else do we got? Fred Smith, Ed Doheny, Frank Smith, a lot of Smiths. Steve Yeager, many of you probably be familiar with him. Born back in 1948 already. Wow. I watched him growing up with the Dodgers. And those that have passed away, and as Fofe just mentioned, one of the all-time hockey legends of the Maple Leafs passed away. Very sad. I know they had a tribute to him a few weeks ago in Toronto. So that comes as kind of shocking news. So sad to hear that. Other deaths on this day on November 24th. Names you might be familiar with. John Henry. I guess the most popular one would be Mr. Warren Spahn. Born in 1921 and passed away on November 24th. One of the all-time great pitchers. And I wonder if OOTP would consider him as a card release tomorrow. He didn't quite play for one team. Look though, Braves, and then finally the last year, half with the Mets, half with the Giants. But come on, he was basically a Brave for life. Teddy O, yeah, there you go. What a prize. And maybe they would keep us. Maybe it wouldn't be a one-day contract if they signed some OOTP managers, right? Get C. Witt, manager of the Pirates. Get yourself. Get Mr. Audit as manager of the Pirates. So Cubs fan, you did a little bit of math here. 1914 adjusted for inflation, 10,000 in 1914 is equal to 278,000. Wow. Not bad. Not bad for Joe Tinker. His price on the card shop is a lot cheaper than that. And yeah, with today's inflation, 3.13, yeah, that's a great inflation rate. We will get to our next qualifier a little later, where we will find out who qualifies for the tournament of 16. So stay tuned for that. We'll see which teams play off against each other. And we will do a draft. And in fact, we're going to start with that. And I think the one we're going to do is from 1955. So 1955 is known as the golden years, where you only really needed 3 starting pitchers. They would pitch most of the game and maybe a bullpen of 5 max. So in this case, you don't need to draft 11 or 12 pitchers. You could probably get away with 9 or even 8. So let me just switch my screens as we get, the big laptop there. And we're going to go and present OOTP. Maybe you munching down on a turkey leg right now? All right, here we go. Let's get into one of the tournaments here. I do have one already signed up for, but I want that 1955 one. It's kind of going to be a little bit interesting. So 26 of 64 entries. If you have a free slot on your perfect teams, get in this. See if you can beat the Hound or match up against the Hound. So I'm going to sign up for that. Again, these are free signups. And let's see if I recognize any of those names. Connie Mac Attack. We've got EVC in this tournament. Who else do we got? Michigan Wolves. The Quito Mosquitoes. My good friend, I think Bailey is owner of the Quito Mosquitoes. He does well. Seattle Earthquakes. They're a powerful managed team. All right. Let's get in on this. Let's draft a team from 1955. Thanks to those of you that have recently followed. Let me read out a few names. Selra HC Gitter. Gitter done. Thank you for the follow. HB Ramblet. Thank you so much. Staunchy Lee. Staunchly. There we go. And Batman Ahan. I'm Batman. Batman Ahan, thank you so much for the follow just a couple minutes ago. Again, we're here to talk baseball, weather, cards, everything. We throw in a little bit of OOTP along the way. So this is a draft, 1955 settings, double round robin tournament. I like these. That means you got to have a real deep bench. So we need 3 pitchers. Oh, Cubs fan, no problem. I know it's Thanksgiving and, you know, the missus, the significant other has some work for you to do. Thank you so much for popping in. If you have a chance, hope you're back for the giveaway. We'll probably do that around 3 p.m. Eastern, 3:15 Eastern. Pop back in and try and win some perfect points. Thanks for stopping in there, Cubs fan. Always enjoy seeing you. All right, let us draft. I want dominant starters because they're going to pitch quite a bit. I don't need 5 of them. So I'm going to go, it's a 1955 draft, and early win was 1954. Make sense? And who else? I want guys with a lot of contact. Molitor, or do I go with Knapp? I'm going to go with my 2 dominant pitchers. I can't remember if there's a DH. Yes, there is a DH here. Okay. David Wright, third base for sure. And I think I will go with utility guy because it's double round robin. Not going to be a lot of rest unless we sweep series. What do we got? Patsy Donovan from 1896. Zach Wheat. Let's take him and let's grab an elite shortstop, Art Fletcher. 104 range. Yes, please. Thanksgiving special. So we need one more dominant pitcher. I want to get it in gold. And then we need a good center fielder too. Juan Gonzalez. Power probably doesn't play as much. What do I need? I do need I got 2 shortstops now, but I can move one of these guys. I'm going to move George Scales to third. Great about this game, you can move players to different positions. Can't move him to third. It got David Wright there. Well, let's put him at first. Can play decently there. Brian Dozier. I will take my last pitcher here, but I am going to take Juan and Wes as my catcher. Andy Pettit or Bill McGee. 1955. Let's go with Bill McGee. And I still need a center fielder. I don't see any, but I do like the utility of Sean Figgins. Let's take him. I'm good with pitchers except for maybe a stopper. So I will take Willie Wilson, of course. I need a center fielder. And then I need a second baseman. Lonnie Frey, welcome to the team. Into the silver rounds, Paul O'Neill I want as my DH. Look at those numbers. All red, all green and blue. And I know it's early, but I'm going to go with my other catcher because he's a good one. All right, interactivity. Put Wilson in left field. Yeah, he does have a good left field, 113, but I got no center fielder yet. We'll keep an eye on that, see if I can find a better center fielder. Del Ennis. Do want a really good stopper. Let's go with Adam Clymer. Really decent movement and control. And who else? Now I'm just looking kind of for backup players. Let's go Dave Cash. I don't mind low stuff, but I don't want really low stuff. It is 1955. All right. Ryan, Red Ryan. Red Rover, Red Rover. Richie Ashburn. Yeah, we'll bring him in. Although Joe Harris is pretty good. All right, what do we got? We're on round 10. We're in the bronze rounds. I need another shortstop and then a few pitchers. So Lynn Larry plays well for me in bronze tournaments. And we'll go Ace Adams. Tris Speaker. Can't pass up on Tris Speaker, even if it's the lower level Tris Speaker. And let's go Sam Jones. Let's get a couple more pitchers. That gives me 8. That's all I should really need. Only 7, so I will need one more. There's another backup at shortstop, Concepcion, and utility guy, Bruce Petway. Last round, 2 cards, 1 more pitcher. We are going to go with, don't have many to choose from here, so we'll go with the 10 stuff. Those beach balls coming in. Jack Smith. And Phil Cavaretta. Again, guys, thanks, guys, for tuning in. I wanted to get you guys an opportunity for drops. I know there was a streamer that streamed earlier today that you might have got your drops from. So if you have all your drops and you're still here, thank you so much. As I creep my way up to almost 370 followers. I'm at 366 right now. You guys make this so enjoyable. Thank you for supporting me and my love of streaming and OOTP, QUID, whatever it might be. We're almost at that magical 369 for followers. So I'll shout them out when I notice that. So we are going to go 3-man rotation. We can't right now because it won't let us, but we can set it up that way. And then my best closer, I'm going to go with two stoppers. 7th inning or later, and everyone else is middle relief. Because these guys won't pitch a lot. They're lucky if they pitch 10 innings the entire tournament. Let's do that. Hitter-wise, we will auto it and then just double check. Because OOTP doesn't always give you the best order. So against the lefties, right scales, Wheat Gonzalez. Right scales, Wheat Gonzalez. Right scales, Wheat. And power, Wright and Tettleton. And then Westrom. Yeah, we're going to keep that. And then against the righties, Wright, O'Neill, Scales, Wilson. And power-wise, we are going to put Mickey Tettleton in there and move him up. Strategy, 1955. I'm going to tone down these a little bit. boost up these because I got a really good defense. So I trust my defense. Slow start on the starters because they're elite. All right, we will try that out. See if we meet up against EVC, who's probably preparing a turkey dinner right now. I know Gorgo is. I know Cubs fan Steve is. Do any of you guys get a break, or do you guys participate in the cooking of the meal? Yeah. Cobra, right? I saw, I think, an iron player who had like 5 movement when I was doing a perfect draft yesterday. 5 movement. And yeah, this guy hit me harder, 10 stuff. Although 1955, he could probably get away with it a little bit more. All right. And there we go. The perfect sale pops up once again. Do any of you guys buy 2 versions of the game? Even though it's like $9.99 now, you go, hey, I'm going to buy a second license so I could play more Perfect Team. I know a lot of managers used to do that. Yeah. Cobra, you and I could pitch more than 5 movement. Now, I used to throw the ball around a lot when I was young, and pretty sure that my movement was a little better. My control, that's another thing. Now, my control would probably be like a 28. My stuff would probably be about 85. I would rate myself 85, 40, 28. Probably what I would be in my younger days. Not so much anymore. Wonder what you guys would rate your pitch. How would you put your pitch in terms of the numbers? All right, let's go in and check out the Gladiators. Actually, before we do that, because we got a break coming up here, Gorgo messaged me this morning. If you don't follow Gorgo, he is on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Great baby boomer streamer. He messaged me and he said, Lap, check out this tournament. So let's go and check that out before the break here. Let's make sure I spam a couple first, because Gorgo would be upset at me. Yelling through his turkey dinner, Lap, get in those bronze tournaments, hurry up. And then he said, go check out 4359. Make sure I'm on the right team here. Said, on your Gym Unknown Blue Jays. Yes, this is it. Go check out 4359. There it is, one of the most recent ones. So this was an Ace of Bronze quick. And if you're not playing bronze to get those free packs, go do it. So there must be a reason he wanted me to check it out. He said, check it out on stream. So here we go. Well, look at that. All I have to do is look at the matchup here. Gym Unknown Blue Jays versus the Finneytown Flames. Just a question of who advanced, because the tournament is finished. And just for fun, because I like this little fun rivalry with Gorgo, let's check out this final game. I don't know if it's first round, second round, fourth round, but let's check out the highlights. And as we head into the break in just a minute, those of you that are on ads, we'll get back to this. Those of you that are not on ads, I'm going to keep on going. This is like a treat to the subscribers. Going through the highlights, the Hound versus Gorgo. So we're going to play till runners in scoring position. Jim Unknown versus Finningtown. We have bottom of the first, Finningtown, a runner on first. Chipper Jones, Bill Selkeld, a meta catcher at the plate. Let's see what happens here. Here comes the pitch, and that is pounded to deep right field. That is gone in the seats, and the bright red Finningtown Flames take an early 2-0 lead. All right, we are now in the top of the third. We have Jim Unknown, runner on second and third, Yount at second, Hamlin at third, Wally Backman, a new card at the plate. And for those of you that are followers, we'll be right back. The rest of you, we'll keep on going here. Just going to switch my camera options if I can. Initial. Let's go there. The pitch camera from there, and let's try that. All right, Wally Backman at the plate, Yount at second, Hamlin at third. Here comes the pitch, and that is smoked, and what a catch by the Finningtown right fielder. Oh, who made that catch? Clarence Smith. Negro League player Clarence Smith gets out of the jam, but we do score a run. Top of four. 2 balls, 2 outs. Chris Davis. Look at that power on Chris Davis. 106 power at the plate for a bronze card. Pretty good. Here comes the pitch from Harang, and he smokes it. Goodbye, good night. Bring on the fireworks as Chris Davis ties this game at 2 in this rivalry matchup against the Finningtown Flames. As the Hound stares at Gorgo in the opposing dugout, gives him the glare. Yeah, how'd you like that? Your 2-0 lead, gone. As we head to bottom of 4, Bill Selkeld at first for the Flames. Bill Mueller, a great bronze card at the plate. Sam Jones, not really trusting him. I've had issues with him. Here comes the pitch from Jones, and that is hit to shortstop. 1-2 double play, getting the Jays out of a jam. As we head to bottom of 5, Jones still in the game. Clarence Smith, who made that outstanding catch earlier in the game. Joe Harris at first. Here comes the pitch. That is it is booted. Oh no. Backman bobbles the ball. He does get the 1 out, or does he? No, he doesn't. We are in trouble. Clarence Smith at first, Joe Harris at second, Ozzie Smith at the plate, Jones still in the game. Here comes the pitch, and he walks him. Hound is signaling to the bullpen. Get that guy out of there. No, he is overridden by the pitching coach, who probably has a side deal with Gorgo. Kimbrough at the plate, loaded bases, nobody out. I smell trouble, and that is pounded up the middle, and the Finningtown Flames are going to score 2 runs. And Gorgo gives me back the na-na-na-na, take that, Hound salute. Top of 6, Wally Backman at the plate. Full count, and he takes a walk, a pitch on the inside of the plate. Runner on first, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ozzie Smith at the plate. Our Ozzie Smith pounds the ball, and is that going to drop? No, that is caught by the left fielder. 1 away. Again, runner on first, Juan Moncada. Another newer card, Platinum 3. Really good contact. Can he do something here against Aaron Harang? Here comes the pitch, and that is pounded. Goodbye, good night, happy Thanksgiving. And once again, the Hound looks over into the dugout and says, take that, Gorgo. The Flames are burning out. And they come back from another 2-run deficit to tie the game 4-4. Well, look at here. Rob Deere on second, 113 power. Chris Davis, who hit a 2-run shot earlier at the plate. 1 out. Harang still in the game. And they did not dare mess with that power again. And almost an unintentional, intentional walk. 2 on, 1 out. Chipper Jones at the plate. The number 6 hitter for Rocky Mountain. Actually, the Jays. This is a Jays team. And Jones hits one, but to shallow center field. Is that going to move the runners? No. They do not test the arm of Kimbrough. But Bob Hamlin is up. He's got some power. 93 power, 72 I. Deere at second. Davis at first. Harang with the pitch. And that is hit to not deep enough center field. And Gorgo's Flames gets out of a jam. We head to top of 7. Yount at the plate. Harang is still in the game. He's got to be getting tired. And Yount takes a pitch on the outside and will be the first runner of the 7th inning. Sandy Alomar Jr., another new Platinum 3 card, 69 power, 89 contact. And he drives one to the gap. That is going to fall, and that should be an easy double for the brother of Roberto Alomar. That drops in. Runner on second and third. Nobody out. Finneytown is struggling. Wayne Twitchell on the mound. Wally Backman at the plate. Surely he can drive in one. An airplane reference. Don't call me that. Here's the pitch. Backman drives it up the middle. That is going to score 1. Will they test Kimbrough's arm? No, they don't. But the Jays take a 5-4 lead. And now they load the bases up. Juan Moncada at the plate, the number 3 hitter. This isn't looking good for the Flames. Here comes the pitch, and that is driven to left field. That falls. The left fielder just stood and watched it. No one's buying him dinner tonight. He was not very aggressive. Who was that? Who is the Flame left fielder? That is one Grady Sizemore. Well, 6-4, bases loaded, 1 out. Chris Davis at the plate, already hit a 2-run jack. Can he continue that? Here comes the pitch. Boom, into center field. That's going to drop in front of Kimbrough. And the Jays keep on rocking and rolling as they extend their lead to 13-5. Again, hints of almost exactly Dishnet Rich Grisham when they faced off. Finneytown at the plate. That is driven deep. That is going to just clear the wall, and a 344-foot dinger for the hustling Finneytown Flame. They get 1 back, and here we go. Bases loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chipper Jones at the plate. Miguel Batista looking to close out the game. Smith at third, Smith at second, and Sizemore at first. Here comes the pitch. That is driven to the gap. Is that going to clear? That is gone. a grand slam home run for the Finneytown Flames. Hey, JD, thank you so much. Yeah, leaving comments like that and knowing that you enjoy the stream always means so much. Again, if you can, come back in less than an hour for the contest, 10,000 perfect points. Hope you can make it back. If not, have a wonderful meal with your family and help with the dishes. It goes a long way. Thanks for coming out. (13-10). Does Finneytown have the unthinkable comeback? 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes up. Oh, he blows that by him. And the Jim Unknown Blue Jays take the game. And that must mean we advanced. And not only advanced, but look at that. It's official. It's recorded. It's on stream. 4-0 over Gorgo's Finneytown Flames. So, yeah, always love meeting Gorgo in league play, tournament play. And the good news is we both win packs. So I won 10 standard packs. Gorgo got 5 for second place. So it's a win-win situation. So thank you, Gorgo. If you happen to be listening to this, thanks for pointing that out. And it was fun playing you once again, my friend. Well, let us spam one more tournament. And then we gotta get on to the main show. Gotta get on to the main show. We gotta start to decide who is going to be the 11th team in the historical Tournament of Champions. And you know how we do that? We go back to our main screen. And we bring up the Wheel of Destiny. Yes, the wheel that decides which 2 teams will face off and try and earn a berth in the finals. Last time we had the 1980 Mets with Mookie Wilson part of the team. They qualified. Let's see who qualifies today. Maybe even you guys will have some input. Let's spin the wheel and find out which eras that these teams are going to come from. First one is the 1946. That is the golden years, just like the draft that we just had. Okay, so we got a golden year team, and they are up against a team from when I watched a lot of baseball, 1980, the defensive era. Cool. Next, we got to find out the years. Let's find out the specific years as we spin the hound round and round, and that's going to end up on, what do we got? Viewer's choice. There you go, guys. I need a year from 1946 to 1960. First one in the chat. Give me a year between 1946 and 1960. 53. PJ was the first in 1953. All right, and year number 2. That is a Gorgo year. Year number 2, we go all the way down to 20. I got to do some counting here. That is 1987. So 53 versus 87. Let's go back to the main screen. We do have a 53 Reds team already, but no team from 87. 2 from 85, the Mets and the Padres. So let's go and find the specific teams now. Spin the coffee cup. The coffee cup of destiny, round and round the latte goes, and where it stops, we will soon know. Team number 24. So we are going to see for the first time a 500 team, the Washington Senators. And they will face off against a defensive era team from 1987. And that will be team number 17. Yes, team number 17. All right, let's count those down. We got another Reds team. We got the 87 Reds going up against the 53 Senators. And finally, we just have to decide if we're going to swap home field advantage. Will we change who gets home field? And it's landing on the cat ear, which is a big no. So we will not change who gets home field. So that's going to let me go and swap my screens back to OOTP. So there we have it. You see on the menus a 1-game playdown, no injuries, modern settings. With the Reds being the host team. Who do you guys got? Yeah, the Wheel of Destiny. It's good to know you're old like I am, Cobra. The K-Tel records, the commercials, get the top 20 hits. Or sometimes they would have like satirical songs. Get the K-Tel funny songs of the 80s. Yeah, that's why I love the 80s music. Those were the days. All right, let us take a look. Who you guys taking? You taking the Reds? You taking the the Nationals or Senators? Washington. We'll call them Washington. I think it's Senators. So let's take a look at who we have and kind of their tie to perfect team. On the Senators, we have not a lot of names I'm familiar with. Eddie Yost, I've seen in perfect team. Mickey Vernon, I've seen that name. Oh, there he is. Wayne Terwilliger. I see his name a lot. Otherwise, there's not a lot of cards in the game from these guys, at least not higher level cards. Walt Masterston, I know that name. In fact, he's the starting pitcher. And Dean Stone. I definitely know there's a card of Dean Stone. And for your 87 Reds, back when Gorgo was probably recently married and starting his job, Dave Concepcion, 39-year-old. Whoa! He was that old already in 87? 39-year-old Dave Concepcion, 25-year-old Eric Davis. Paul O'Neill, Yankee great, 24 years old. Barry Larkin, 23. Who else do we got? Pitching-wise, Dennis Rasmussen. I remember that name. They even have Paul O'Neill as a pitcher. I did not realize that Paul O'Neill could pitch. Did I miss the Parker? There he is. 36-year-old Parker. Orster, I remember that name. Buddy Bell, of course, Buddy Bell. So we got a team of old farts. between Concepcion and Parker, Buddy Bell. And on this team here, Walt Masterson, yeah, I guess there's a variety. All right, let's see how it plays out. Personally, we already have a Reds team. I'm hoping for the Senators. Let's go for another older team. Again, we only go till runners in scoring position just to move the game on a little bit. Oh, the year before he won Rookie of the Year. That's why I love when you guys comment on these older games, because I don't trigger in that these things happen until you say, oh yeah, we've got this team in here. In real life, this is what happened. All right, let's get the game underway. Runners in scoring position. We are in Riverfront Stadium, 1987. Looks like AstroTurf to me. Masterson is on the mound. We will go until we get runners in scoring position. Nothing for the Senators in the first, but in the bottom of the first, we have action. Nobody out. Concepcion at second, Larkin at third, Cal Daniels at the plate. He's got some power, but he strikes out. He takes a pitch looking. Masterson looks like a strong pitcher. Davis now at the plate with one out. Here comes a pitch, and he goes down swinging. Masterson says, not today. But he has not met the young 24-year-old Paul O'Neill. Boom! Strikes out the side. Take that, Cincinnati. All right, we move to top of two. Runner on second, one out. Pete Runnels at the plate. He drives one to short. Can he beat it out? No. And that is not going to move the runner. Can Ed Fitzgerald? Oh, it is a strong throw by Larkin. What an arm. Nothing going for the Senators in the second. Bottom of two, still scoreless. Top of three, nothing. We got the kind of the good years of the 50s and the defensive years of the 80s. Nothing for the Reds. Going to top of four, 2 hits apiece, 0-0. And we do have some action now. Runners on first and second, one out. Wayne Terwilliger at the mound, a bronze level card. He hits into a inning-ending double play. Bottom of four, action for the Reds. We have Bell at first, Isaski at third, O. Diaz at the plate. Here comes the, oh, what a shot. A huge line drive to the 330 mark of Riverfront Stadium. That is going to score 2 runs, and he gets in with a 2-run double. In fact, it should be a triple, I believe, unless there was an error on the play. Weak shot to shortstop. Easy play for the shortstop, retiring the side, but 2 runs for the Reds. Top of 5, nothing. Bottom of 5, no runs. Top of 6. We have the Washington Senators, who are making a play now in the 6th inning. They've got Vernon at first, Jackie Jensen at second, and one of their best hitters, number 4 hitter, their cleanup hitter, Clyde Vollmer. We all need a Clyde on our team. He pounds that to center field, and that drops in front of the center fielder. Not sure if that's Eric Davis. Yeah, it is Eric Davis. Kind of a lazy play. Come on, look at your rating, 70. Should have dove for that one. Eddie Yost now at the plate. He drives one deep to the gap in right center field. That goes to the wall. That is probably going to clear the bases. Nope, 2-run double. but it will tie the game up 2-2. Reds, Senators, and they're still threatening. 1 out. Terwilliger back at the plate. He hit into a double play last time. He drives one to the gap. That falls in front of Davis and his $1 million arm. And into home plate is Terwilliger, and he is thrown out. Terwilliger with the double. I'm not sure who was thrown out there. Let's go check that. Who got thrown out at the plate? Whose lazy butt got thrown out? Eddie Yost. That was a strong play. Eddie Yost. There you go, Eric Davis. You redeemed yourself. But they still have a runner on second. Pete Runnels at the plate. He drives one to second, and that retires the Senators, who take the lead. Reds get nothing in the 6th. Top of 7. Nothing for the Senators. We got a close game. Usually we have blowout games. After the 7th inning stretch. Coffee. Here we go. Nothing. 3-2, top of 8. Murphy in the game. He holds the Senators scoreless. We go to bottom of 8. Marrero in the game. And the Reds get nothing. Top of 9. Can the Senators add to their lead? No, they cannot. So here we go. Bottom of 9. We're going to play it out. Buddy Bell at the plate. The number 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. Here comes the pitch. Bell, a weak pop up to shortstop. What? Oh, what a lazy play. Who is at short? A guy named Yo-Yo. Seriously, have you guys heard of this player? Yo-Yo. 22 years old from Venezuela, playing for the 1953 Senators. Well, yeah, based on his play today, he played 16 games. He started 16 games. He did fairly well, 17 hits, 293. But that fielding, that was atrocious. But what did they give him, an error? Or was that a hit? Oh, they gave him a single. Okay. I beg to differ. That looked like an error to me. So, runner on first, Buddy Bell, Bo Diaz at the plate, Lane trying to close this out, and that is smoked to center field and caught. Deep center. 1 away, Jeff Treadway at the plate, pinch hitting for the Reds. Is this a worthwhile pinch hit? He goes down swinging. The Reds, their last hope. Leadoff hitter, Barry Larkin. 24-year-old? 23-year-old Barry Larkin. Not in his prime for sure. His second season in the league, he hit .244. Don't like his chances here. Let's check it out. Lane. Which Lane is this? This is Jerry Lane, as opposed to Penny Lane. Jerry Lane with the pitch. Larkin hits one to short. Can he beat it out? No, he can't. And there we have it. We have our second qualifier from 1953 who beat out the other 1953 team at one point, the Reds. And we have team number 11. Quick look through our box score. Walt Masterson went 6 innings, 2 earned runs. He gets credited with the win. Marrero, Schmitz, and Lane finish the game. Lane gets the save. Robinson goes 6 2/3 inning, 3 earned runs. He takes the loss. Franco, Williams, and Murphy don't give up any runs, but the Cincinnati hitters cannot get anything going in the last 4 innings. 2 hits for Buddy Bell, 2 hits for Dave Concepcion, and for the Senators, a strong game by Terwilliger with 2 hits, Jensen with 2, and Mr. Mickey Vernon had a couple as well. No home runs in the day at the ballpark. So the home team loses. A lot of home team winners. This time the home team couldn't quite put it together. All right, we are coming up on our second last commercial break. I am going to load up the Gladiators. We are going to look at the team and finally get into some packs. Is OOTP going to be good to us today? It's Thanksgiving. Are they going to be in a giving mood and give us some of those high-level cards? Are the Gladiators in last place? I haven't checked in 2 days. We'll find out soon, guys. Break coming up. Go grab a beverage, another sip of coffee, check in on the dinner. We'll see you in 90 seconds. Welcome back after those breaks. I wonder if Twitch gave you some Thanksgiving ads. Probably a lot of Black Friday ads is my guess. I get Tim Hortons and I get Sony ads and a few Black Friday ads from like Canadian companies. So I'm sure you got a lot of Black Friday ads. And yes, Cicero, it's a no wonder they gave him a nickname. If his full name was Pompeo Antonio Develio Romero, they probably should have called him Pedro. P-A-D-R-O. Pedro. All the first letters of his name. But they went with Yo-Yo. I guess as a shortstop, that's a pretty cool name because they move around quite a bit. All right, we are going to take a look at the Gladiators. We're going to open some packs, maybe call a few timeouts, check the card shop. And then after our next break, in about 30 minutes time, we will do our Thursday draw for 10,000 perfect points. And then we'll let you guys get off to your Thanksgiving dinner, unless you're eating it already. By the way, football score update, in case you're wondering, the Buffalo Bills are up on the Detroit Lions 19-14, almost at the end of the third quarter. And the other football, the soccer, well, the Canadian soccer team in the World Cup lost yesterday 1-0 to Belgium. Again, I can understand that. Hopefully the Canadian boys can get something going and win at least one game. But it's nice just to be there because we're not there that often. Well, we the Gladiators are in the short league, the very short league. If you haven't checked out the stream before, we are in a league of 16 teams. 16 of them, and 5 of them get demoted. And remember, were you guys here on Monday or Tuesday when the Gladiators were down here at the bottom? Down here at the bottom? And I said, we always crap the bed on Mondays. Give us a chance. We'll come back. Well, it looks like we're recovered. 52-43. So we are only 4 games out of first place. We're catching up to LiQWYD. 1 game ahead, Ua Beach. And I feel a little bit more comfortable of not getting relegated. Not out of the woods yet. Things can change. We lose 5 in a row. We lose 8 in a row. And we're back to relegation. But we're 6-4 in the last 10. And on the leaderboard, our Brooks Robinson is 3rd in ERA. Way to go, 326. Our Roy Halladay is 2nd in average, 284. And we are number 1 in runs against and defense. So the defense that I've built in Rocky Mountain seems to be working pretty well. Pitching wise, very happy. Hubble, although he's 2-6, is 3.64 ERA. So he's just getting some bad breaks. Roy Halladay, 8-6, 284. Kevin Brown, 5-5. I know a lot of teams give up on Kevin Brown by diamond or perfect, 350. And Tom Seaver, 6-3, 298. So Seaver and Halladay, two of the newer cards from the Cooperstown mission, 4 or 3 or 4, I think, are doing extremely well. Bullpen wise, no complaints other than Eckersley is kind of a little higher than I want him to be. The star of the bullpen right now is Jim McCormick. Let's take a look at the pitching stats. Yeah, Jim McCormick, Christy Mathewson has 8 wins in the bullpen. McCormick has 3 wins, but a good ERA. Top WAR pitcher, Carl Hubble. So don't let his record fool you. He's still a strong pitcher. Our hitters, again, we are number 1 in runs against, defense, and look at that. On the right side of the column, worst is 6. On the left side, worst is 8th. But again, there's only 16 teams in the league, so the numbers can fool you a little bit. So I'm very happy with the team stat rankings. And in terms of the hitter WAR, Brooke Robinson, 2.6. King Kelly still playing well. And Mickey Cochran, who I picked up real early because I figured he'd be a good catcher. And yes, I still have Paul Hines hitting 283. Look at that. He's had some lower hitting seasons, but his fielding stats, positive zone rating. So happy with how he's doing. He's only up against the lefties. Still have King Griffey Jr. in there, Jim Tomei, Oscar Charleston. Best average right now goes to Brooks and then to Jim Tomei and Willie McCovey. All right, so nothing extraordinary, but they're getting the job done. All-Star game coming up, so we are on a little bit of a break soon. And I know I had 2 members on Monday's chat, part of this league, LiQWYD, and the other manager was Adirondack, I think. So I think the 2 top teams in the league, both those managers were in chat. Yeah, JD and Monterre Dawn. All right, let's look at the latest transaction, see what the team's been doing. Let's go back a little bit. Where is this? Wednesday's good. Team achievements. Login rewards, so important that you log in every day to get those free points. Achievements. And a lot of packs from drops and from tournaments. All right, who's made the All-Star game? Let's check it out. Which gladiators are on there in the National Conference, I believe. Nope, we're in the American. Doug McGraw makes it in as one of the bullpen. Brooks Robinson with the little star. He was voted in as the 3rd baseman. He will be starting at 3rd. And that is it. Surprising. So 2 All-Stars. Maybe because we had a bad start to the season, they didn't get the votes they needed, but we'll take it. All right, let's open some packs. It's Thanksgiving. I'm sure you guys are snacking. We have a lot to open. During one of our timeouts, we're going to open up the choice packs, and you guys are going to help me. Hopefully, you're going to help me choose the best card to take. Please, because I'm not good at choosing good choice cards. All right, let's go. Let the dogs out. Bark, bark, ruff, ruff. Bring on the good vibes. Come on, chat. Get the momentum going here. Maybe we'll pull a yo-yo, although I don't think he's ever been in the game. But yo-yo, look at that. We do have a diamond card. How are we going to start this Thanksgiving? Perfect, or a historical or a live. It is going to be a, well, fitting, extremely fitting. We just saw him with the Reds in our gameplay, and now I pull a 94 Buddy Bell. And it is a duplicate worth 20,000. It is Thanksgiving. You guys are my chat, my followers. I always give you guys a deal. He is part of the C1 Hits Club. So I am going to put him on for 14,997. Still pretty pricey, but it's 5,000 below league average and about 13,000 lower than the one that's listed. So if you need and want Buddy Bell, there is the first of the day. I like it. Let's go. What a good start to the pack pulling. But I want a perfect. I want that brown gold coloring, that turkey coloring. Let's bring one of those in. Come on, OOTP, next pack. And we have a gold to announce. That gold is Anibal Sanchez, our second historical. I don't have this one. Part of the Joe Mauer gold mission. Another player we saw in gameplay, Rob Deere, on my team against Gorgo in the finals of the Ace of Bronze. If you don't have him, you should. Even as part of your collection. With that power, I'm going to put him up for 85. Regular 105, so 20 point saving. I really like that card. 113 power. We need that Thanksgiving music. Let me just turn up the music just a little bit. Some daydreaming music. In fact, I'm going to do a little test here because I've never done this before here. You guys tell me. I'm going to put some music on from my computer here. Are you guys hearing that? I'm always curious if the music coming from my computer comes into you guys. Do you hear any background music? Give me a quick message in the chat. Put the turkey leg down. Any music, or is it silent? We'll keep opening packs. No music. Okay. This is a good time to test things out. Let me try. How about now? Do you hear a little bit of music? Love to play some AC/DC, but I can't do that. All right, we hear a little bit of music, and let's keep on rolling, guys. Let's roll through this. I know it's getting late, but hey, I don't have a turkey to cook because I'm in Canada. Probably have chicken burger and fries tonight. I'm thinking chicken burger and fries with gravy and cheese on top. We call that poutine. Never tried poutine? Take some French fries, put some shredded cheese on top or cheese curds, and then smother it with gravy. Yeah, I didn't turn the music up too loud. Didn't want to drown you out. I'll turn it up a little bit more. Tony Cuccinello. Do not have that guy, so I will keep him part of the Rebirth Silver batters. And I think we need to go to a timeout here. One more pack. We did get Daryl Strawberry. I've pulled this card so many times. I think I've sold like 10 Daryl Strawberries. But I'm going to put them on the market for 555. If you still need a Daryl Strawberry, he is on the card shop. Go a couple more because that wasn't a bad card. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Bring me back some taking care of business every day. Taking care of business. I don't want to sing too much because I'll probably get a copyright. Even though I'm not the original singer and I sing horribly. But hey, taking care of business, boys and girls and children. We've got another diamond. Buddy Bell on the first one. Second one is Diaz. Neris. Close enough. But going to keep him for now because I don't have a duplicate of that one. So open up a few more packs. Diamond number 3. Hey, taking care of business. Give me some of that Canadian music. What do we got? Jacques Peterson, a Gorgo special. One day on stream, I think he pulled 3 of him. Ruben Curry is a duplicate, though, a silver Negro League player, part of the pitcher's mission. I will put him on for $199 if you need a Ruben Curry. All right, yeah, hitting some good cards. Once you mentioned Brent, once you mentioned some Blood, Sweat, and Tears, still want to Who Let the Dogs Out. I want to pump that song on from, what was that, the 1990s? Those catchy songs of the 80s and 90s. Well, now we're getting into a lot of duds. All right, so we are going to go into, well, just as I say that, we've got a Tim Anderson. Not good enough, Tim. All right, we're going to open a choice pack here. Our first time out of the pack pulling. I've got 3 of them. One of them was the free one and 2 from gold. Cool. I like how they let you pick which one you want to open up. So let's go with the complimentary one. Now, you guys have been all over the card shop. You know these cards. I don't as well. I want one that either can help my team, which is going to be tough because I have a pretty good team, or one that I can stock away and maybe get some power, perfect points from it. I already have Bancroft. He is on the team. Selling for $55,000. So that's a 47,000 perfect point. I see a Jim Gentile. only selling for 30,000. 24 on average. And the problem is I've already got Jim Thome and Willie McCovey at first base. So I don't think he'd play for my team, although he looks really good. Who else? Unfortunately, I don't have the Glavin here. Glavin might have been able to help me out. Let's just do a quick shopping comparison. Howie Kendrick, 23,000. Doesn't look like a good card. Bancroft we looked at. Fernandez is selling for 33. Aaron Hill, which I'm sure not a lot of people have taken. Could be a valuable card if he's in a mission. 26,000, but no one's selling him. That could be a sneaky play. Tony Perez, a lot of people like Tony Perez, 45,000. Okay, 27,000 average. Ray Collins. None on the shop. Average about 30,000. Someone's willing to pay 30,000. Whoever I select, I don't think I will sell him right away. I think I'll keep him. Wow, Frank Killen. Whoa. Selling for 66, but average is 25. All right, let's see what Brent has to say about Jim Gentile. He's been great for me, hits a lot of home runs. You have McCovey, Thome, and top spunt Lawson and Killebrew. You platoon Jim Gentile or you platoon Killebrew? Yeah, power and I play so well in this game. And what league are you in, Brent? Are you in Diamond, Gold? Because that kind of comes in play a little bit too. So you would likely play him against the right-handed pitchers. What league? What league? Silver. Okay. I'm going to check something very quickly. Let's see if there's any in my Diamond League. There are two. One that's not playing and one that's not playing. Well, that doesn't help. Let's go back and look at the value of these guys. We've got Daniel Murphy, not very valuable, 25,000. Larry, no one's selling him, 37,000. Center fielder. Again, good power, good gap power. Bruce Hurst. Not very valuable. And finally, Andres Galarraga. Former Expo, 23,000. Okay, so it comes down to my three that I'm thinking: Jim Gentile, Tony Perez, or Frank Killen. He's a lefty. Does anyone have Frank Killen? No one has him, so I can't judge anything off of this, but he's the most valuable. Where did they go? Come back here. Choices we have to make. No problem, Brent. Yeah, when I'm typing away, I misspell a lot of things too. I just see this 66,000. So think of it logically. These cards will probably be used in Cooperstown 5 missions. Do I want to go and keep one that might get me a better hitter as a topper or a better pitcher as a topper? All right, here's my thinking. People are selling Jim Gentile for fairly cheap. So I could always go and pick one of him up later on. But Frank Killen, they're not selling for cheap. So if I need him in a mission, I'm not going to be able to get him currently. I'm going to have to pay double for him. So I'm going to go with that strategy. I'm going to take Frank Killen, a lefty, and see how the cards fall. All right, that is a long time out. Let's get back to this. Pull a few more packs. Got about 3 minutes left to our last break, and then we will come back and wrap up and do our draw for 10,000 perfect points. Ryan Reynolds, come on, Diamond. Although I can't complain, I've pulled 4 so far. All right. Time out number 2. I don't like how that's looking. And this is just going to be a quick one. As I do a lot of times when the cards are sucking, I leave the entire screen and go back into it. It just seems to work for me 9 times out of 10. Maybe today will be that 10th time that it doesn't work. Yeah, pitching always comes first. I agree. And if that can get me an elite pitcher in a mission later on, I don't want to have to pay $60,000 for it. Daryl Strawberry sold. Thank you, whoever bought that. All right, I should get a diamond within the next 10 packs. Usually when I leave the screen and come back, I get a diamond fairly quickly. Let's see if it works. Snap West. And there we go. We have it. Continuing on. All right, diamond number 5. Well, I would rather have the tops one, but it's 4,000. It's 4,000 perfect points, and it's better than faceless players. And we got a gold. I think we're going to go about 10 more packs, unless we really get on a roll, because we're kind of on a roll right now. Not for outstanding cards, but we're sure getting a lot of golds. Leaving the screen and coming back seemed to help. All right, we're down to our final 7 or 8 packs. Come on, perfect. Let's end off with a perfect here or a diamond. Here we go. We've got another live and a duplicate. Let's quick sell that one right now because it is a duplicate and someone else is selling him for dirt cheap. So guys, it is our last break. Be back in 90 seconds and we'll make our draw and hopefully you will win. We'll see you soon. So, during the break, I just opened a couple more packs. I did get one that I am going to list, so I thought I would give you guys first opportunity. It is the Future Legend Martinez, a 76 rated silver, part of the Future Legend Infielder mission, which I now have completed, but this is a duplicate. So I am going to put this on the market for 555s. If you're looking for a Blue Jay Future Legend, you can currently get that on the market. And to finish off just with one more pack, we end up with a bunch of faceless MLB unknown players. Except for former Blue Jay, who everyone thought was going to be a star in the league. Didn't really end it up that way. Solid player, but didn't really reach his potential. All right, well, let me swap over to my regular screen. We'll remove that and come back to my giveaway stream. Just setting it up here. How many of you take naps on Thanksgiving? Not even Thanksgiving here, but I think I need one. Been a long stream. So again, guys, I want to thank everyone for joining in and watching and sharing part of your day with me today. Thanksgiving, always a special time of year. Recent followers, Rothenstein the First. Very, very official sounding. Thank you, Rothenstein the First. Voronavilla. Piece the best parts together. Thank you for following. And QWERTY 12345 123456. You are follower 369. Congratulations, you have the synchronicity number, and with a name like QWERTY 12345 123456, very fitting that you are follower 369. So thank you for all the people that followed today and found the channel. Means so much that you guys spend the time with me. As I always say, it is a great day for baseball. No matter where you are, unless you're in Eureka, where it's minus 34 degrees Fahrenheit. It is not a great day for baseball. But everywhere else, it's a great day for baseball. Again, from one Canadian to American, European, someone in Asia, South Africa, wherever you may be watching this now or in the future, always please be kind to each other. People are struggling. The financial situation is dire. Medically, people are suffering. Be kind to yourself as well, and be kind to others, and hold a little bit more, temperament towards some people, because you don't exactly know what situation they're going through. Again, we are wishing you from Canada to America a very happy Thanksgiving and a wonderful, bountiful meal. I started this channel on YouTube way back in May. Here is my very first video. And I've come a long way, but in this first video, I open up my starter packs on Perfect Team and I create my very first team. And it did well for back then. It would suck right now. But my very first team, my 5 starters were Logan Webb, Frank Larry, Turk Farrell, Mace Brown, and Ned Garvin on my very first Perfect Team. And that first video is kind of cool to have because I can go through and I can see building my very first team. And yes, Radman, good to see you back. Nap after nap after nap. So again, guys, we are going to do the giveaway. It hasn't started yet. We are about to do that now. I just wanted people a chance to get back to their device after the last break. So in a moment, not right now, but you will put in either exclamation giveaway or exclamation enter or exclamation ticket into the chat. Not yet. I'll let you know when I start it. It's going to go and find it here. There we go. So not yet. I want to copy that one over. So here's the deal. You can enter once and once only one ticket per user. And again, it is Thanksgiving. You may not receive your perfect points today. You might not even get them till Monday, depending when the OOTP team can get them to you. So please be patient. Considering it's a Thanksgiving weekend, you may not get it for a day or two. Good luck. I am going to start the giveaway and run it for 2.5 minutes. 10,000 perfect points. Let's go. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. Get you an entry into the draw. 369 is in there. Zerhab, Cicero, Fofi, Cobra, Monter Don, Sean Cannon, Grizzly Old Dude, good to see you back. Fairweather Friend, Brent Embezzler. I don't know. Might need Mr. Audit to check that one. Radman999, LLJK, Cubs fan Steve, PJ 9248. 17 entries so far. Again, we are going to leave the clock running for another 1.5 minutes. We always give it 2.5 minutes. Keep those entries coming in. Again, enter into the contest. 10,000 perfect points. And again, as we're waiting for more people to enter, my message to you on this Thanksgiving is all about gratitude. So in the spirit of the holiday, I'm so thankful that you're part of my life. I truly am, that you guys take the time, which is so valuable, and you spend it with me once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, even if it's just for the packs. Thank you guys so much. The gratitude from me to you. Hope you keep tuning in. I will be back on Monday, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, for a little get in the game baseball action. 30 seconds left, guys. We've got 20 entries. Recent ones, Zen Lunatic, Stats Monger. 20 seconds left before we close the giveaway. Hey, Brent, 30 minutes watch time. Excellent. Thanks. The fact that you spend 2 minutes here means a lot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. No last second entries. We have our 20 entrants. Good luck, guys. Our winner is Sean Cannon, 755. First time winner. Congratulations, Sean. Before you leave, Sean, I do need to know what account you want it sent to. So if you could whisper, send me a whisper, right click on my name, and then I can verify it before we leave, because I want to make sure you actually have an account. So either post it in the chat or whisper it to me, and I will double check it. And again, everyone else, thanks for entering. Thanks for being part of the show, however long you were here. Even if you were ghosting, I ghost shows once in a while to get some packs, because there's so many people streaming all the time. right, Sean, still waiting. Haven't received anything from you yet. You're very welcome, Fofi. I'm in Canada. French is our second official language, so Fofi. All right, I'm going to check that there, Sean, just to double check. Give me a second. And your team is the Diamondeers, is that correct? The Diamonders? I think you have a pretty good record there. Being in Diamond, congratulations. So just confirm that you are the Diamonders. Excellent. Okay, Sean. So again, give it a few days. It may come in today. It may come in tomorrow. It may not come in till Monday because of the Thanksgiving holiday. Again, congrats. Thank you, everyone. Again, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you have a good meal, a good rest this weekend, and some good Black Friday shopping if you do that kind of stuff. Laptop Hound turning off the lights in the Laptop Hound studio for another broadcast. Great day for baseball. We'll see you next episode. I will leave the stream on for a minute or two just in case some of you are really close to another drop. Don't want to cut you off yet because I don't know if anyone else is streaming tonight. The main stream is tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. New cards, the Friday night showdown, 10 packs for you to collect tomorrow night. But as far as I know, nothing going on tonight. Happy Thanksgiving.